What is good, guys? Welcome to another video on the channel. And as you can tell by the title or the thumbnail, we're doing a Q&A. So we've done one of these before, an anonymous Q&A. That was one of our first videos that we dropped. And I just thought it was time to do it again. So if you're unaware, we use this app, I don't even know, link app, whatever the fuck it is. And I was posting it on my Instagram stories. If you're not following, there it is. Asking you guys to ask me questions. And there's no filter when it comes to these questions, especially around the point that I don't know who sends them. It does not say your name. It doesn't say anything, your Instagram. It doesn't say anything about who sends them, which makes it very, very, very interesting. Anyways, so I've got a bunch of questions here. I'm going to quickly fly by them. So, first question is, if there's something you could have told your past self 5 years ago, what would it have been? In terms of my mindset, 5 years ago in comparison to 10 years ago, they were pretty much the exact same. So this is something that I would have told my much younger self and also myself 5 years ago, because my mindset on things were completely different to what they are now. So I would have told myself that you're about to enter a fucking roller coaster of a few years and probably for the rest of your life. But the main thing that I need to take out of this is there's no such thing as losses. They're only lessons. So when you're at your lowest or when you experience hurdles or hardship, moving forward, embrace it and learn from it. Don't shy away from it, because that's where you're going to grow. You're going to go through hardship. I'm a strong believer that God gives his strongest soldiers the biggest struggles. When you have that kind of focus on certain struggles in life, you just know that there's so much more in the future that you can grow. So don't look at hardship as a negative thing. Use it as a positive, because then everything switches. Everything. I'd have a fucking serious conversation, a deep and meaningful conversation with him. Just telling him, be ready, be prepared, because you're about to grow. And the world is your oyster and the sky is the limit, and just fucking do it. So yeah. Anyways, next question. Highest point of your life versus the lowest point of your life. Okay, so now I'm kind of understanding where these questions are leading towards. And I understand the pathway that you guys have taken. Lowest point of my life. 2023 was the lowest year of my life. 2023 was a very, very dark year. Two things that happened stand out the most. My grandmother passed away, and I had gone through a really, really bad long-term relationship breakup. Really bad. So that year as a whole was fucked. But in terms of like specific point, I already know what it's. So this was just fucked. I just remember in 2023, just after I'd gone through this really bad breakup, like the day or two before, I was overseas and I had to change my itinerary, and I had to join my sister and my brother-in-law, and we flew to Madrid, which is somewhere I wasn't meant to go, and the turnover of changing accommodation was too short. So we had to go to the accommodation that they had, and it was probably the smallest place I had ever stayed in my life. And there was one bed, no couch. So I was sleeping on a wooden floor. I had a towel as my mattress. In that moment, I realized that my life had just turned around a complete 180, complete. I was sky high one moment, couldn't wipe a smile off my face, and now I'm sleeping on the ground with a towel as my mattress. That right there was the lowest point of my life. Easily. And I remember Straight up, I told you I'd be honest. I remember wiping away tears and acknowledging that this is the lowest point in my life. I literally remember telling myself, I'm like, this right here, there will not be lower than that moment. And I made a promise to myself. The rest is history. So, hey, you wanted me to be honest? I told you I'd be honest. There it is right there. In terms of the highest point in my highest point in my life will be achieving my end result and my end goal. And that's up here. I know exactly what that is. But anything before that are good moments, but that is the end goal. But in terms of the highest point in my life that I've already lived, you know, I cherish and I value family moments, you know, having all of us at the table, laughing, smiling, chatting, and you got all of us there. That's just like what I acknowledge. That's what I appreciate. Some people will appreciate different things. Some people will appreciate, you know, buying their first car, which is awesome. That might be their highest point. For me, that's where I'm like, yeah, this is elite. You know, Europe with my best mates, that was a fucking high point. Like that was sick as. So yeah, family time and Europe with my best mates, peak. But there's still a lot more to come. Next question, do you smoke or vape? No, I don't smoke or vape. I used to genuinely be addicted to vapes, and I'm so glad I put that vape down, and I haven't really touched it since. I find them disgusting now. I was like I knew I was addicted when I was vaping whilst taking a shit all the time. That's when I knew I was addicted. And after that 2023 Europe trip, I came back, I'd gone through what I'd gone through, I put the vape down, I said, that's it. But I do like a zin here and there. And by here and there, I mean every 3 hours. Anyways, how long have you trained for? I remember first joining the gym was about 2016, 2017 maybe. One of those 2 years. But it was never structured. It was just rock up, whenever I could be fucked. I didn't have a license, so couldn't just go there. I can drive there. It was just, can I be fucked? Yes, okay, let's train. I rock up to the gym. What am I training? I'll do this exercise. And it's like, what the fuck? But properly training, I think it was when I got my license and I changed gyms. So about 2018, I got a year late, 2019. 2019 is when I started, really structuring my stuff. Okay, what am I training? This. I'm going to do this exercise and this exercise. We're going to do this many reps, blah, blah, blah. So yeah. Next question, relationship status. So, I'm dying alone. I've acknowledged it, I understand. I'm single as hell, but I'm okay with that. I'm content with that because I would rather be single than be in a relationship with some ungrateful daughter. No, I'm joking. Than being in a relationship that I can't give 100% to. So I'm a firm believer of that standpoint. So yeah, I am very single, yes. Drop me your best motivational talk. Oh, fuck, now on the spot's a bit tough, innit? On an Instagram story every once in a while, I don't mind it, but Jesus, on the spot. Look, at the end of the day, motivation will come and go, but discipline is something that stays forever. Discipline is about showing up when you don't want to. Discipline is about showing up when you've got every excuse to give. Discipline is about showing up when you haven't slept. Discipline is about showing up when you're sad, happy, angry, doesn't matter, you're there. Discipline is about setting a goal that you want to achieve, removing every excuse that is going to hinder your progression towards that goal, and doing what you need to do to achieve that goal. Discipline is about the promise that you make to yourself and understanding that you will make sacrifices along the way, but what needs to be done needs to be done. Discipline is about, if nothing changes, then nothing changes. Think about the legacy that you want to build. Think about the people that you love and do it for them. Some people have goals of owning certain cars, having certain houses. Some people want to pay off their parents' mortgage. Some people want to send their parents to a trip overseas. Whatever your goal is, whatever you want to do, whatever your legacy that you will leave behind is, do it. Because 99.9% of us in 100 years will never be remembered. But imagine being that 0.1%. And if you work your ass off and you achieve that and you become that 0.1%, then you are in the 0.1%. But if you also work your ass off and you don't achieve that, then you're not in the 0.1% and you're in the 99.9%. So your minimum of what you want out of life is some people's maximum. I don't know if that was my best motivation, but we move. What is your end goal? Ties in with literally what I just said. My end goal is about handing my parents a check with a figure that I've got in my head. I know this is 1% of what I could have given you guys in return of what you guys have done for me, but enjoy yourselves. Retiring my parents, building a family, having properties, living at peace, because everything I need in my life is right in front of me. I don't need anything else. Yeah, fuck. Best and worst country you've been to. In terms of experience, best country that I've been to, I fucking loved Dubai. Loved Dubai. Top notch. I thought the place was so clean. The food was unbelievable. Obviously it was warm, the sun was out. The activities we did were unreal. Like, I cannot fault Dubai at all. That would 100% be in my top 2. I felt safe, it just ticks so many boxes. Probably Dubai would actually be my favorite, which is just wild. I've been a lot of countries as well. I've fucking traveled, and yeah, that was elite. In terms of the worst country I've been to, I wouldn't say the worst, but the most disappointing would probably have been Scotland, which is so that hurt because I was so keen for Scotland. I was so fucking keen for Scotland. The culture, the vibes. But to be fair, we had just drank 59 out of 60 days beforehand. So the last thing I wanted to do was drink more. But fuck, it was shit as weather. It was fucking nothing to do. Couldn't be fucked drinking. Fucking pissing down with rain. This house is extremely dark as well. Damn. How do I not care about things? Bro, that is a great question. How do you not care about certain things? How do you look at things and think, I don't give a flying fuck? How do you look at people's shit talking and hate and fucking things that want to bring you down? And how do you go, I don't give a fuck? And it's simply this. You could do anything that you fucking can, anything that's within your body, to invent the best thing in fucking planet Earth, and there will be one person, at least, that'll still hate on it and will still judge. You could literally spend $1 billion on fucking fixing roads that need fixing, because there's a lot of them that need fixing. And there will be at least one person that will be like, nah, he should be spending $1 billion on this instead. Dude, you could literally post content that help people's physical well-being, and someone will think, nah, this guy's too arrogant. Nah, this guy's annoying. You could do literally nothing in your life. Nothing. You could live at peace, and if your peace is doing sweet fuck all, you will get told, this guy does nothing. What the fuck? There's always going to be one person out there that's going to judge, no matter what you do. You could do everything, you could do nothing. You're going to get judged for doing everything, you're going to get judged for doing nothing. And everything in between. So it doesn't fucking matter at the end of the day. Why do you think I still do these videos? Why do you think I still post things? Do you reckon I've gone this whole time and everyone's been, yeah, dude, look at Nate. Fuck yeah, that's awesome. I'm happy for him. He's doing this, he's posting this. Fuck no. Dude, I would have lost count with the amount of people that will look to my shit and be like, dude, this guy's cringe as fuck, no cap. And you just think, fucking so be it. Because you're going to have people that are going to judge regardless. I wouldn't be doing this shit if I gave a fuck about other people's opinion. Straight up. Someone will look at my account and be like, what the fuck? Nathan is posting YouTube videos? That is so fucking cringe. Oh my God, what the fuck? He posted a video last year and it's his highest viewed video is 180. That's so shit. What the fuck? That's so low. Oh, he just posted another one. He got 15 views. Ew, ick, fuck that. Suck me off. That's what I think. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. You're going to have no one that's talking shit and doubting you that's going to be above where you are at right now, only below. So you just can't care about those things because it's so meaningless. And if somebody's talking shit about you, then they're clearly not close to you if you think that they're close to them. And if you're not close to them and somebody's talking shit, well, you're not close to them, so it doesn't matter. I got people that are like, oh, should I post this? Should I post that? Dude, fucking do it. Oath. Hell yeah. You got nothing to lose. Anyways, I could talk about that for ages. Are you religious or nah? Damn, okay. So, I think a lot of people don't know I'm probably more religious than what they think. I'm not overly religious. I don't go to church every Sunday. I don't do that stuff. But I'm more religious than what you think. This is like, you're going to get an insight of like my spiritual side, which probably 99.8% of the people in my life don't even know about, and I'm about to put it out on social media. Yeah, I am religious. I don't go to church every week. I definitely sin. But I enjoy prayer. That's probably something that you wouldn't have expected, and a lot of my friends even that wouldn't expect. I enjoy having time with God. I enjoy thanking Him, because at the end of the day, when you need something, some of you guys will turn to God and ask, please, please, please. But only when you need something. When life's good, you don't turn to it. So why don't you just acknowledge Him and say thank you for it? So when things are going well in my life, I go out of my way, on top of whatever I already do, to just say thank you. I'm not saying I'm extremely religious, because I'm not, but I'm not religious. Somewhere in the middle. What is your greatest achievement? Nice. My greatest achievement would have to be running a full marathon, because that shit sucked. Not one bit of it was good. I hated every bit of it. If you're following my Instagram, towards back end of last year, I said I'm going to train for a marathon. That was something that I had in my New Year's resolution goals heading into 2024. So a goal of mine was to run a marathon. So when I got back from Europe last year, I started training for it, kind of just off the cuff stuff, like let's go for a run. And then I set a date with when I was going to do it, and I didn't really prepare well for it, but I did at the same time. I don't know, it was kind of up in the air. But I ran a marathon, and I was fucking stoked, because of when I was running it, I realized how unprepared I was. My headphones died after 15 kilometers. So someone do the maths. 10, 20, 26 kilometers with no, 27, whatever the fuck it is, kilometers with no headphones, with no music, is fucked up. I was cramping non-stop from the 30 kilometer mark, which was fucked up. But at the end of the day, there were times where I was walking, I had to stretch, I was fucked. My quads especially could not stop cramping. I couldn't run 1 kilometer without needing to stretch my quads out. And that happened every kilometer past 30 kilometers. So there were times where I said, dude, fuck this. What are we doing? What are we actually doing? There was no one there. I was by myself. It wasn't an event. I've spoken about this on the channel as well. It wasn't an event. It was just me. No mates, no family, just me. And I had every reason to quit. Every fucking reason to quit. You name it. It was hot that day as well. My legs were cramping. I had no music. I was thirsty as fuck. I wasn't holding a drink bottle. Fuck no. Dude, I didn't have, I wish I did. I didn't have one of those pouches with the straws with liquids. Fuck no. Dude, I had nothing. Nada. So, I didn't even have lollies, I'm pretty sure. I'm quite confident to say I didn't even have lollies along the way. Dude, I had nothing. I had every reason to quit, but I didn't. And that's why it's my best achievement, because I was so fucking happy with myself. And I was actually proud to think that, mate, I would have quit 100% a couple of years ago. As soon as my music stopped, I would have been like, fuck this, let's just do 20 kilometers, for example, which is still good, very good. But I had my mind on a full marathon. I would have quit once I started cramping and I couldn't run a kilometer without fucking needing to stretch. Dude, I would have just quit straight up. And I was so proud of myself for not. So that's probably my greatest achievement. Also lifting 150 kilos off my fucking chest. That was the most alpha achievement I've ever done. I literally just wanted everyone to come and get this smoke because I was on one that day. 150 kilo bench press. Yeah, that's fucked up. Anyways, next question. Advice on girls. Fuck me, bro. Honestly, if you're asking for advice from me, man, y'all tripping. Because I ain't giving no fucking advice. I am arse at this shit. Stay away from them. They're all fucked up. But the ones with daddy issues, they're the ones you want to go for. And if they're a goth lady, bro. Yes, sir. Don't look away from the red flags. If there are red flags, don't fucking put them under the rug just because their arch is different, bro. Like, just think about, if you're actually like looking for like to make her your girlfriend, that's it. If you're not looking to make a girlfriend, who gives a fuck? Just do whatever. But if you're looking to make a girlfriend, like if she's got serious red flags, take that into consideration. Uphold a standard of yourself as well. Don't let people walk all over you. Like, straight up. You don't want to, just because, like I said, just because it's be hidden different, bro. Like, you don't want to just lose the standard in yourself and lose the respect in yourself. You want to have some fucking respect. And the standards and that you set yourself for people, don't fucking let that drop for any reason. Like, that's your standards. Because if you have high standards and you uphold yourself as a high quality person, you're going to attract high quality people. If you have no standards and no respect for yourself and you come across as a piece of shit because you're just a fucking retard, then you're going to attract those kind of people. So just have some respect for yourself, bro. Next question, shoulder update. Yes, so it's this bad boy right here. If you guys don't know, put this on my Instagram quite a bit. I was in an injury from soccer, which is crazy because it's a non-contact sport, for real. Anyways, I bumped some motherfucker off the ball. This is a pracky game as well, against some ass team. Bumped some motherfucker off the ball, started running, corner of my eye, I see him charge towards me. He fucking rugby tackles me. I land on my shoulder, directly on my shoulder. I didn't have bearing on the ground. Land directly on my shoulder, I hit my head. I was concussed. I cooked my AC joint and rotator cuff. Nothing broke, which is good. So yeah, that's a bit of background story. It's a lot better. I can actually move it. It's still not 100%. It's still like there. It's a bit weird. And across my body is a bit weird. Certain movements I'll feel it, but it's a lot better. I just tape it up like massively before sports. But yeah, I've just come back into like playing again. I was out for 5 weeks. But I'm still like taking it easy. But yeah, that's the latest. It's a lot better. I'm still like 3 weeks away from training shoulders or chest, which is fucked up. So all I've been doing is legs, arms, and back. And back has been like a recent thing. Like being able to grab the lat pull down was like huge. And it was still like tender when I was grabbing it. I was like, this is a bit weird. But yeah, dude, that first chest pump finna hit different. Anyways, thoughts on Miles from Sale. Dude, death, taxes, and I just knew you guys were gonna ask a question. Miles, great man. Good time on Sale. I'm pretty sure he's dating one of the girls now. Found love on fucking Sale, Croatia, and years later, dating her. Dude, that's actually respect. Not gonna lie. But, good bloke, means well. Do you think you and George share similarities? Well, we're both WOG, so that's probably our first one. And yeah, I don't fucking know. Probably. I'd assume so. TBH on George. Good guy. It was funny as fuck on sale. Yeah, meant well. Loves a beer. Thoughts on dating these days, bro? Dating in this generation is cooked, chap. It is actually fried. If you're able to find a good girl that has respect for herself and presents herself well, dude, like, take her in. A lot of people these days can't handle pressure. A lot of people these days can't handle a conversation. A lot of people these days can't handle standards that a person has upon themselves. So relationships don't last. That's what I'm getting at the moment. Like, that's just what I see. Like, you're trying to come across as like some really happy relationship, but behind closed doors, you're shit. I just think personally, if you need to always fucking post about a massive paragraph about your partner, like, why don't you just tell them? Like, that's just, I don't know, that might just be me or whatever, but like, if you need to constantly like tell social media how good your relationship is, it's probably really shit. That's just my opinion. If you really love your girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever it is, like, just tell them. Post about them, yeah, obviously. But like, appreciation posts for your partner, it's like, what are you gaining out of that? I just don't get it. Like, personally, me, I'm just like, why don't you just tell them that you appreciate them in that paragraph? Like, just tell them. Like, why do you have to tell social media that you appreciate your girlfriend? You should always appreciate your girlfriend. Like, I don't know. So I either think that, or two, that I look at them and be like, yeah, he's fucked or she's fucked. Like, they're not gonna last. And I love how like both scenarios are like negative, but that's just like how I think. Damn, I think I like really need help. Anyways, that's just, I don't know. I don't really know how else to say it. That's just how I think. I just think a lot of people like to come across as like some special relationship, which I'm sure it is a special relationship, but like, just fucking have that between yourselves and like appreciate yourselves and love each other like unconditionally. And I just feel like the excessive, like, I don't know. I think I might be tweaking out, but I'm pretty strong in like how I think about that. But yeah, but I just think dating these days are just fucked. I just think cheating is normalized, which is fucking crazy. A lot of people have either been cheated on or have cheated on somebody. And I just think it's so casual in conversation. Oh yeah, he cheated on her or she cheated on him and that's how they broke up. It's just like, what? Like, why is that such a normal thing to say? I just think it's been proper normalized, which is fucked up. You just think of like, I'd always think about like my grandparents, like they've been married for like 65, 70 years. And I just think like, if you copy and pasted what they've gone through in comparison to a relationship these days and moving forward, have they argued? Obviously. Have they gone through hardship? Obviously. Like, they would have gone through fucking highs, lows, blah, blah, blah. But they went through it together. They worked it out together. Whereas nowadays, they couldn't do that. As soon as somebody feels pressure, feels heat in the kitchen, as soon as somebody has a standard that they feel strong about and the other person feels threatened by that in any sense, they're out straight away. They leave, they'll cheat, they'll do whatever, they're just out. They don't want a bar of that. They don't want a bar of hard conversations. Yeah, if anything in a relationship is no good these days, they're just out. That's automatically their response mechanism. Why don't you just speak about it? Why don't you try everything you need to do to see if it can improve it? And if it can't, then you break up. But these days, it's just like, no, I'm out. It's like, what? Like, wait, what? Anyways, I just think it's fucked. So if you do have a good partner that means well, that has a high standard for themselves and respects themselves, etc., ticks all the boxes, like, appreciate them. Anyways, last question. What's your favorite meal? I had it actually before I did this video. My favorite meal, steaks, eggs, avocado. It's goated. It's like the main gym bro meal these days, but I think it's fucking top notch. Pure protein, pure fats, no carbs. It hits different. I'm cutting open that steak and I'm seeing fucking red in there. Oh, top notch. Salted to the brim, fucking oath. Anyways, that's my favorite meal at the moment. But I won't say no to a fucking Cali burrito, that's for sure. I'm a skank for a Cali. Anyways, that's the last question. Thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, thank you to all the people that have put in the questions. I really appreciate it. And yeah, it's been good. It's been fun. I will see you in the next video. So for now, ciao. Let's go.